I was just thinking about the wind tunnels, right? I think about the wind tunnels a lot. I wish I had a ride down there, Ken Rem and your wife, your pretty wife. And so at one point, I went to a women's luncheon, and I heard a lot of women that were center leaders and stuff talk. And so those things are always kind of awkward because, like, who sits with who and blah, 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 blah. And I never know who the really important people are. And so I always end up sitting with, like, the loser that no one wants to sit with. And that always ends up being, like, the Spanish guy that's actually in charge of everything, but everybody else is kissing up ass to the people they want to be like when they grow up. Or, like, the woman that runs Langley as the center director, but nobody wants to talk to because she's super pretty too. And I'm like, why are you a leper? And they're like, huh? And I get some good one-on-one advice because they think it's funny. I don't know who the fuck they are. And I just talk to them like a normal person, and I'm real about it, you know? And so the center director of Langley was like, yeah, I have those wind tunnels down in Virginia. I'm like, oh, those wind tunnels. Yeah, I signed up for your class. It's a week-long class, right? Down there, and you stay in the barracks and stuff. She goes, yes, I'm gonna teach that, and I'm gonna be there. When is that? And I'm like, 2 weeks. And she's like, oh, good. I'm glad you know about that stuff. I didn't mention it because I know the class is already full. It's kind of, you know, whatever. Who told you? And I'm like, John Kavanaugh is one of my best friends, and we go and we take care of stuff together and do things, what have you. We thought it'd be a really good time and fun. She's, I can't wait. Yeah, awesome. I love small teams. Get other people from your team that you worked on for Lola together, and I'll make room for you in the barracks. I was like, really? You don't know Rich and Igor, and then no, just do it. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. That makes me excited too, like a Tiger team. I was like, okay. There's gonna be a lot of arguments. She's like, I can do that. This will be fun. And I was like, what's your number one piece of advice? She said, every time your kid has a recital or a game and they look for you, you are right there. You're not late. You're not at the meeting catching up. You're right there. I said, that's so weird. My daughter had her kindergarten graduation, and she asked one of the guys from work to come, and we were like, what? Charlie, can you come with us? And we were like, what? Well, I guess so. Why? I need you to come with us. Okay, fine. You know, there's other NASA parents there too. And he's like, yeah, whatever. He walks in, he goes, you have to sit up front. I go, no, I never sit up front, it's in the back. He goes, you have to sit up front in the center. I go, oh my God, why? He goes, because she's gonna look for you and you need to be right there, or she's as soon as possible. I go, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Why would I try to look her in back, make her look any, because she's want to know, I want to come for her as soon as possible. Thanks, dude, that's good advice. And he goes, Jamie, you have to tape this. He goes, tape it? Yeah? Yeah, tape it. And he goes, I don't have my phone. I'll do it. And it's going to shake the whole time, though. And Charlie's like, it doesn't matter. No one's ever going to watch it. But it has to be on because she'll be able to tell. You have to tape it like you care. And that's it. And who cares if it ruins the experience for you? One of you gets to tape and one of you gets to watch. And, you know, whatever. But you have to. Every single time. And, like, it's the most important thing in the world. And the second you don't, they won't love you as much because they'll realize that you don't love them as much. And that's something that's important. And you promised you weren't going to do that to them, and you were ready when you had them, if you really care. And I was like, damn it. And that's why you can never fucking do work, is because you're always at your kids' soccer games. You know, he's like, oh, that's funny. That's really funny. I'm going to tell Tina he said that. And so it was right, you know. And then the next week, I went to work, and they had canceled my class. And I was like, oh, my God, this is personal. I just know it's personal. And John's like, yeah, it's personal. You told her we were all coming. They were like, fuck them. Those lot of no, cancel. Well, I'm like, why? And he goes, well, I already took you to the launch pad, right, and gave that to you. And I go, yeah. And he goes, that was theirs. I was like, why? Well, but why did they recognize it as mine? Whatever, I don't have to do whatever. He goes, no, it's yours. You'll figure it out someday. I go, so they've canceled this class? He goes, yeah, it doesn't matter. We're going to go anyway because it's mine and it's Jay's, and I'm giving it to you. I was like, what, at the CIA? Yes. And I'm like, okay, all right, baller, let's go. Can we drink beer on the way and get the guys together? He said, yeah, okay. Next week, within 2 days, they moved it to California to get it away from us. I was like, what is you? Oh, someone has a personal vendetta against you. Someone does know you. You fuck up, what were you gonna do in there? flirt with the thermal engineering blanket people all day? Like, what were you going to do in there that they're so worried about? And then I left, and whatever. And I found out, I was like, ooh, John has a dark side. Ooh. Okay, well, it's, yes. Anyway, so fast forward. Years later, I'm happy, and I've forgotten all about this. And Brandon comes and gets me, and he's like, you have to come fix this problem. And I'm like, what is this problem? The Montague Capulet fight forever. And it turns out Janice is Jay Smith's granddaughter that they killed Sean for. And she's Juliet. And so she should get it. And I'm her best friend through Randy. What are the odds? And she's been working with CIA since she was 14. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, okay, well, Moffett, it's in your what? Moffett Field out in California. There's a Moffett Field. Yeah, and that's where Google and Facebook are paying rent from. And I was like, paying who? And he goes, someone named P. I go, P? Really? That's weird. And Michael Mahane goes, hey, Kenda, check out that postcard of Hollywood. Check out the name on the back. I go, taken by Moffett. You took me to Hollywood and we made our own Hollywood squares. And that postcard was taken by Moffett. Michael Mahane, what are you up to? And he goes, yeah, that's mine now too. Tell him. I was like, that was Thanksgiving when I was with Randy. That was years ago. Why? Oh, okay. All right, well, Moffett, let's try to do some voodoo here. See if we can open up a vortex up there then, since they're taking your shit. And it's my friends anyway. Fuck that world. Let's do this. And it worked. But they moved it to West Virginia. And young Adam had gone a couple years before with the Rems and secured it still. And I'm like, fucking winning. And I was like, fucking winning. They wouldn't let me to switch branches to the Rems branch when Renee was coming at me like that. They were like, nope, you're denied to switch. I was like, what the fuck? That's not okay. All right, bye. Peace out. Years later, they're like, the Rems transferred out there, and they're like, we've got the wind tunnels. And I'm like, okay, good. Good thing we got those wind tunnels. What are they calling them still? Are they calling them the Newton wind tunnels or the Moffett wind tunnels? The Capulet wind? Like, and we're like, this is drama. And I'm like, what? And I'm sure, why are you involved in this? He's like, oh, this is Seventh-day Advent business. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? I read, and it's like, back in the day, these wind tunnels, that's what caused a mutiny. And everybody that lived there died. And the people that survived never did anything useful again. Why don't they teach us this NASA history? This is a mutant wind tunnel situation, assholes. Okay. Okay. Brandon, you do not deserve those wind tunnels. Maybe your dad does. Maybe your dad's family used to. But they're much, whatever, okay. Maybe if you were with me and I had, then okay, but that's not the situation here. The Kavanaugh, the Capulets, and blah, blah, blah. Well, that's Jay. And lo and behold, that's Janice. I know Julia. What the? Okay, did you guys know that? I was like, yeah, we knew that, dumbass. Huh? And no one, why do you think he's hanging out with you? Yeah, that's personal. That's his, but it's not, oh, wow. Oh, we're all interrelated too. Oh, that always pisses me off. I'm Marie Curie, and John was, he's born on Einstein's birthday. Fuck that shit too, right? And so I'm like, what are we gonna do here now? Why is this such a big fucking, I'm gonna not pay attention to this situation. And mutants left and right were coming forward and fucking Brandon over, and his dad's been like, okay, and they transform me and blah, 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 blah. And final decision, it's the CIA's. That's Janice's, and that's his ex-girlfriend from high school's, Amber's, and that's mine. And we're gonna go with Team Capulet Montague for the win. And we're gonna run it with the guy that, gosh, your ex-girlfriend picked over you because you didn't treat her well enough back in high school. And I'm gonna get in shape someday and have her set me up with someone too, and Janice. So I'm sorry, dude, it didn't work out for you. It's been a lot of drama, but it's just a fucking funny thing like that. We're like fighting over the like big assets in the world. People don't understand what we do every day, and they don't believe us. And then Mickey knows to go, hey Kenda, can you explain to Bossy, Officer Bossy, what's going on? I go, yeah, why'd you take down all the songs that we made about killing him and stuff? He's not gonna feel loved anymore. What's going on with him? He needs to know the truth. I go, well, you tell him the truth. We did tell him the truth. And tell him not to do anything about it. Just leave it alone. Just leave it alone. Just leave it alone. Yeah, we told him that. But yeah, you were telling the truth. You were telling the truth. You exposed that, and they did that to you, and they made him do that to you, and then you got free anyway, and then they backstoried to make you look like a liar to him. And then you got what? Stuck with 2 more airports. Yes. Would he take those for me? Could you take those for me? That would be helpful. He doesn't need my good opinion. He has that. That was the problem. But he also has it from other people, and I don't want to get involved in something where they're going to use a good him against a good me, because there's feelings, and I'm going to get hurt because it's a trigger point, and they will, and he's aware of that. And I told him the truth, and blah, blah, blah. I said, okay, you just made my decision for me. Oh, blah, blah. Okay, but now I'm stuck with 2 more airports, and Amber and Janice are going to be the operators, but I don't have a car to go down there and check them out and do the drive-thrus and stuff. And so, could you do that? You know, the mafia will help you, and we have lots of assets, federal assets, because we need to help the NSA. And we're going to do that, because we don't want it to happen to Brandon, to happen to all of them, and he can't stop. And those girls won't stop coming after us, because they can't. And Amber's pissed. She drove them, and she wrote a complaint on my behalf and her behalf of what they did to Brandon when he went to college, to sexually abuse him and those girls, and then how it's affecting our lives now. And she did that on behalf of the CIA. And so I don't think it'll make a difference. And I don't think it makes a difference that they deleted all the paperwork of what they had witnessed on my tech phones. And so don't worry about it, bossy. We still love you. We ravers still want to kill you. Don't you come to our raves. But don't get involved. Just walk away, and don't be sad that that's the world. They did that to me. Why? To get to you. Because they knew I was crushing on you. So just leave it alone. Go check out those airports in Annapolis and down in DC of Intuit Global if you want to actually help me. But thanks, Maggie, for making me clarify of like what we do today. And so, welcome to the mafia. Once you get in, you can never get out.